In today's video, we are literally unlocking the full potential of our G80 M3. Hey, this is Brian, that's Zach behind the camera. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. In today's video, we are turning up the boost in my G80 M3, and things are about to get wild. Now, we haven't had the car for the last 3 or 4 weeks or so because it has been over at AWE as they develop the brand new G80 M3 exhaust, which is on the car, but we can't show it to you because it's not really out yet, so you're gonna have to wait on that. But in today's video, we're gonna be talking about unlocking DMEs, we're gonna be talking about boot mode on here, we're gonna be talking about ethanol blends, fuels, and more. So with that, let's get the party started. Now, to preface this video, I'm gonna put this down for a second. We have filmed a couple of things that we're going to show you a little bit out of order. We have a car show coming up, even though you're gonna see this way after the car show. We have a car show coming up in 2 weeks, and it's crazy town trying to get everything ready. And we had an opportunity to go to the track tonight. So what does that mean? That means we modify the heck out of everything as fast as possible to make the car as fast as possible in no time, because we never plan it out. It's always like, hey, we should go to the track tonight. And then it's like, oh, we should do this, and this. So we had some things in stock here and we had whatever. So some of this has been a little bit planned out, but the whole track thing was like a today situation. So let's talk about some of the things that we are doing. So first off, as some of you know, there's probably 20 people or so that know, I have actually been running boot mode on this car. I haven't unlocked DME for 4 months or so. We haven't really done too much video-wise on it because a lot of times AWE likes to borrow the car, so they've had it for a month and a half, 2 months, and the car kind of floats around sometimes for development purposes, and sometimes we just have it apart. Sometimes we just have other projects, like we're trying to chase 1,000 horsepower in the F80, which is now getting neglected. So anyway, just a lot of projects going on, so it's not like we have one car, we just focus on that car and then just go. So a couple months ago, actually before the war, because Femtool is in Russia, I actually had a DME unlocked. And at the time, what I did is I just bought a brand new DME from BMW, which is wildly expensive. I don't recommend doing that. And I sent it over there in case it didn't come back for some reason. That's just the honest answer of why I did it. And also, I heard some horror stories of it getting caught up in customs, and I didn't want that to happen to me. So I was like, all right, I'll buy a second DME, we'll send it over, and then I can still drive the car while it's gone. So while they had the car, I had them do a DME readout. Basically, it takes all of your DME data and they just email it to you. The purpose of that is that the hope of everything with these unlocks is that if you can get your hands on an X3M or an X4M DME that is older than May of 2020, there's opportunity for you to do flex fuel. Now, boot mode doesn't have flex fuel capabilities at the moment for this car, but it's something that is going to be coming down the pike sooner rather than later. Sooner rather than later. We're not having any babies today. Now, for those of you who don't know what flex fuel is, basically, you have the ability to dump in 93 octane, or you could use something like Ignite Red, which is E90, so it's a 90% ethanol, and your car is going to auto-calculate your tune. So if you're running on Ignite, your car is gonna pick up 50, 75, even more horsepower, which is amazing. And literally all you did was change fuels. You don't actually have to run different maps and whatnot. Now, the technology isn't quite ready for this car, but we are doing everything we can in preparation for the day that it is ready. We could just instantly go to it. Now, as it relates to the X3M DME, there's a little bit different hardware which enabled you to do some cool flex fuel things and whatever else. Now, the problem is finding a May of 2020 DME from an X3M or an X4M. It was very difficult, to say the least. It took me 6 months or so, but I did finally get one. So then I took the data the Femtool gave me, I sent it over with the DME to Beamer ECU Solutions, and now we have an unlockable DME that can go in my car. Now you may be thinking, hey, if you already have an unlocked DME, why do you need another one? Because you already did what a lot of people are trying to do. Well, the thing is, with these cars and with BMW's software updates, if BMW wanted to override the car, they could. Are they going to? I mean, I have the little automatic checkbox disabled, but I don't I'm not gonna put it past BMW that if they wanted to push out an update, that they could update the car if they really wanted to. With the G80 M3 DME, I don't have the ability in-house yet to unlock it. However, I do have in-house ability to unlock an X3M DME from May of 2020 or older, same with the B58s and whatnot. So that being said, we're able to unlock this in-house. So should something happen, I have full control over this DME, and that one's good. But unfortunately, this is the one that is going to be able to do flex fuel and whatnot first. I'm sure that they're gonna get to a point where they're gonna be able to do flex fuel on that. But I wanna have all of these really cool features. We have it in the F80. We're gonna put it in my 335 that's neglected over there, and some other cars. So yeah, so I've talked way too much. Let's put the DME in. What?
What is that?
What's what? I don't know anything. I plead the fifth. Stop it.
Whoa, sneak peek.
Here's a sneak peek of the whole thing. Surprise. All right, so while I'm doing this, I do want to tell you something. I have another confession. So when you're chasing big numbers, you will not get anywhere in life if you have Pirelli P0 tires. They are crazy crappy. So we, yesterday we put some R888Rs on, and everyone told me that these tires were really loud. They're like, oh, they're so loud. They're so good, but they're so loud. I was like, come on, how loud could they be? It's crazy. They're like, you're like, what the heck is wrong with my car? And then it's the tire. It's funny because then, like, people that know, they're just like laughing at me right now, but it's fine. The other thing I did yesterday is if you look here, you'll be like, that's weird. That's not a stock fuel line. I put a Dorch flex fuel kit in. So this kit's not available yet. There's a couple of things on this car that aren't really available yet. But it will be in the near future. We are doing some development with Dorch to help them come out with a flex fuel kit. So we put it on and it works awesome. So hopefully this becomes an actual product very soon because they crushed it. They did a really good job with it. All right. Oh, cool. Look, my markings are still in here from last time I did this. So whenever I do DMEs, I use a chalk marker. It's not paint, don't worry. And I just put a dot. And then I put 2 dots.
It's still there.
It's still there. I promise it's chalk. And then I put 3 dots. Let's enhance that little dot down there. So this is how I know where everything goes back. We do a lot of DME unlocks, and I can tell from experience there are a lot of people that don't do this because of some of the errors they get when they plug it back in. It's 99% of the time something's not plugged in correctly. So it's extremely common. So all that being said, if you have a Supra or M340i, or we do a lot of S55 still actually too. If you have a car that has a locked DME, right now we can unlock May of 2020 and older. So that's what I do with my, I have a 2020 M340i. Zach has a 2019 G20 330i. We unlocked his too. But yeah, definitely really cool when you can unlock it and get a little more power. All right, a lot more power. Oh. It's got all my stuff on it from last time. I'm the guy who puts tape on it and writes like everything, my VIN, what I want done, my address, my phone number, my social security number, all that stuff. Please mark your DMEs. When I sent it overseas, they made me put stickers over anything that says Bosch or anything like that, because otherwise it can get confiscated. So make sure you do that. Okay, let's put this guy back in. All right, so now that this is in, I'm going to flash the car with my new map. The map that I have is an E50 blend map. So I was on just their stage 1, which, because I don't have any downpipes or anything on this car. And I don't really plan on doing downpipes, especially because the EPA is going nuts and I'm staying far away from it. There's no reason. I mean, my F80 right now has 850 to the wheels and it's fully catted. So if you can get 850 to the wheels with cats and it sounds a lot better, it doesn't sound like a trumpet on the F80. I mean, heck, that's what I'm gonna do. So let me flash my custom E50 map, and then we'll put some E50 in it, and then, yeah, I think we'll have to go around the block. So anyway, so the fuel line, just to finish out this, so what it does is there's a line that starts here. It's very similar to like an M340i. Starts here and ends over there. So if you look over here, this is where the sensor is. And with the Dorch kit, what happens is you send the wire over there. It goes through the firewall, and then it just goes, the pins go into your FEM module, and then there's this little wiring harness. So it is super, super simple to use. Once the finished kit is actually out, we're gonna make a video on how to do it step by step and all that. But for now, I love how it's set up. He said he wants to try to make it even easier. I don't know how you make it easier than that, because it's really easy right now. But yeah, let me go in the car. We'll flash the car with boot mode. Got to put the brace back on. We'll fill it with fuel. And then I heard there's a track night tonight, so we're gonna have to get ready for that. And then we'll see how the car does on the track. All right, so I have my Kies Wi-Fi adapter. I'll plug this guy in. Okay, then open up boot mode. Sign in. I have it all auto signed in. Then go to my maps, stage 2 plus, E50, download, flash later. Okay, success. Press here to flash now. It's telling me that the DME was locked. However, I unlocked it. So we are good to go on that aspect. The cool thing about E50 on it is A, it's really easy to mix, especially without a gauge system. Now, technically, if you want to get technical, I do have a gauge in here. And as you can see, I'm at E56 right now, which we actually have this really cool ethanol sensor we're going to hook up to the P3 gauge, but we're going to save that for another day. But the cool thing about running this is that we have Ignite Red, which is E90. So it's 90% ethanol, and at the pump, it's 10% ethanol. So all we really need to do is get literally 50% 93 and then 50% E90, and then it kind of works itself out to be E50 every time. So it's super, super, super consistent, which is awesome. Like when you get to like E30 and whatnot, sometimes like you get to the pump and you're like, okay, how much do I have in my tank and this, that, and the other thing. So this just, I have it pretty much set, and then we have, I don't know, 6 or 8 containers. So I went to the gas station, filled them half up with 93, half up with Ignite Red. So super easy because I just dump it in. There's not much thinking about it. And then I can cross check myself on the actual gauge over there. So this is finishing up right now. So this should be good. And then we'll start the car. And then of course we have to do a test drive. All right, so as you can see, we are successful. Let's turn the car off for 5 seconds or so. Let it take a quick nap, and I'll start it up. My key is over there. Can you get my key? Thanks. Yo, this thing's ready to start. All right, no errors. You hear the turbo? It's like,
It's loud.
Dude, this thing's ready to rock. This looks like lemonade. What really is it? All right, let's go around the block. All right, minor issue. Well, let me put it in gear. That's kind of a problem. To select gear, press brake. That's it. Can I put it in M mode? What are you doing? Yeah, so I don't know why, but it won't let me put it in gear. So I'm trying to read some codes, see if we can figure out what's going on. All right, so I let the car sleep, and now it works. All right, we're good. So let's go for a drive.
Dude, your tires are loud.
Oh, you hear the tires?
Oh, yeah. You can hear them squealing right now. Yeah.
They're so loud. Yeah, first I'm like, what is that noise? So, a little third gear. You happy with third gear? front of the car lift up?
That's crazy.
Gary.
Gary? Why is Gary calling us?
Dude, these tires. Crazy.
Dude, Gary's ruining the shot.
Come on, Gary. I'll go to first, but we'll just do it. We'll do a little roll action. Oh my gosh.
Dang. This is the strongest it's been by far.
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, it like broke my neck last time with the stage 1 tune. Like, this is ridiculous.
It's like, you gotta be thinking about controlling the thing.
Yeah.
That's
because, well, the front end's up so high.
Yeah, you're like doing a wheelie.
You can't even see where you're going.
Oh my god. I feel like I felt that like strong in my stomach, like more than I felt in any of the cars. Even the F80, because F80 you can't hook.
Right.
But this is just like planted, and it's just like, oh man, that was fun. But at this power level, first gear is like not even needed. Like this is second.
Oh my gosh.
Keep your head up, keep your head up.
In my stomach. That felt even stronger. Holy cow.
It's like a workout. You're like doing like an ab flex the whole time. You're just like, keep breathing. I'm like out of energy right now. Why are you out of breath? Oh, I was driving. All right, we pulled up the G-force meter. I don't think it's very accurate, but let's see what it says.
Oh my gosh.
Look at the horsepower. No, I don't think this thing's accurate. I can't believe the power you can get out of these things. I literally have a Mishimoto intake, a catback exhaust, and a tune. And this will, because I can't get traction, this will destroy the F80. It'll destroy the 335. It'll destroy the G20. All right, so good news. The track appears to be open. It is starting to drizzle. I hope that doesn't mess anything up. But so far, the main rain has been able to hold itself off, so that's really exciting. So behind me, my dad has my M3 40i. So by far, I think the fastest car he's driven to date. Well, I guess he drove this, so this might be it. But he's never driven that on a track. His only time at the track, he drove the 328. So it's going to be a big improvement going from a stock 328 to an M3 40i with a big turbo. So excited for him to do that. And then behind him, Zach has his G20 330. And we just did an MST intake and a Kies charge pipe on it, and it looks and sounds super cool. And for whatever reason, when we did the intake and the charge pipe, he started getting burbles. So we don't really know why, but it works. It sounds really good and can't complain. So we're gonna head over to the track, see what kind of numbers we can put down. All right, and so far, so good on the weather. We're just pulling in now. Looks pretty light tonight, which is really good. I wonder if the rain scared a lot of people away. So hopefully we get a bunch of runs in, because that would be awesome, because the last couple times we came, you do like one run, then you wait 2 hours, and it just gets really old really quick. All right, we got right in, which is cool. And Blaze is here too with his 535. So that'd be cool to see what he runs in that. All right, so right now we are here at line. My dad's over here, Blaze is over here. We have the green machine, the M340, and then Blaze has this car. Blaze, you really need to fix your license plate bracket. It's a little bit droopy. So Blaze is just stage 1, but I still think he's gonna do a pretty good time. And we got this thing, it's wingless and has a diffuser issue, and then green should do pretty good today. Holy crap! First run is a 10.2! Oh my gosh! I just ran a 10.2! Oh my gosh! I have never felt anything that fast. Hello. Thank you.
You're welcome.
10.2 again. My dad rated 12.5. That's great. That's by far the fastest he's ever gone. All right, so I've been running consistent 10.2s. Unbelievable. I've never had a car go that quick before. So now the car had a little bit of a chance to sit. So that should be a good thing. This silly camera. So I got wheel spin on that one. I wasn't really excited about that. I feel like I just messed up my 10.2s. But I'd rather have a little wheel spin than a broken axle. That's a fact. 10.2. Another 10.2. Still incredible. And how it's crazy. I'm getting used to it. But the first couple times was like, oh my gosh. Ah, that was upsetting. 10.3. Car's totaled. Holy crap, my dad just got a 12.2. That's awesome. That's his best of the night for sure. 12.2.
12.2, right?
At 120. That was awesome.
Put it to the floor.
See, there you go. Make it happen. Launch control worked. All right, so with that run, I didn't time it right. It's fine. It's not a big deal though. And I started launch control and I was like, ah, crap, I went too soon. So then I did it again, and then I got a wheel spin. But whatever. It's been a very fun night so far. So can't complain about that. What are you guys doing over here? There we go. All right, I'm gonna say 10.5 on that one. It didn't feel very good. Ooh, 10.7. Ooh. It's okay. I won't tell anybody. All right, as you can tell by the brighter sun today is actually the day after the race. We had a great time. My dad came out, Zach came out, heck, Blaze came out. So it was a really great time, and I can't believe how much power we were able to pull out of the G80 M3. I think we ran a 10.2 5 times or so, but I did a 10.265, which completely blew me away. I did not think that it was going to be that fast. We knew, you know, when you're driving on the street, you're like, wow, this feels fast. When I did launch control and it actually hooked, I'm used to launch control in Pirelli P0 hooking, which is not, and you're just spinning all forward. It's kind of a cool thing, but when you hook on these R888Rs, oh my gosh, this thing, your head is instantly in the trunk. It just like bypasses the backseat, and it is stupid fast. So I sent my logs over to Halim, who was helping me tune this, and he was like, yeah, we can make it faster. So that's the next step. I guess we're gonna have to see what more we can pull out of it. I mean,
Nines.
Like, nines, yes.
Gotta get nines.
Yeah, so yeah, I told Zach I was expecting like high 10s, and then we did low 10s, so then it's like, you know, racing gets addicting because it's like, oh, it's a 10.2. I'm only like, you know, 0.2 of a second away from 9s, and then it's like, well, while you're in the 9s, go for mid 9s. While you're in low 9s, so yeah, it's an endless pit. So anyway, once again, my name is Brian. That's Zach. My dad was in the video. Blaze was in the video. Thanks for watching Kies Motorsports. If you're interested in a lot of the crazy stuff we're doing to this car, we have links for you down in the description. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.